Hi queens, welcome back. So I have already primed my eyes with concealer and I'm just going in with the Sigma palette and setting the concealer with the white eyeshadow. Now going in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, I'm going to go ahead and use Creamsicle and use it as my transition shade, and I'm blending that with a Morphe M504 brush. And per usual, I just like to go in with a clean brush and make sure everything is really nice and blended, even if it's a transition shade. Personally, I like to make sure that all my eyeshadows are really nice and blended in. Now going in with Hunts, I'm going to go ahead and take that towards the inner crease and take it up towards my upper crease and blend it into my crease. As you guys can see right here, just going back and forth, windshield wiper motions. And this probably has to be my favorite color out of the whole palette because I'm just really into like orangey eyeshadows. Also, you guys don't really have to worry about making sure that your eyeshadows are like having a gradient effect, because we're going to be creating a nice smoky brown look, so that doesn't really matter in my opinion. And then I'm just going in with my Morphe G17 brush and making sure that that eyeshadow is really nice and blended. Now using the Mini Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place, I'm going to go ahead and take Ada, which is like a burnt red shadow, and I'm going to place that right on the inner crease, and I'm using the Sigma E40 brush to blend that in. Then again, I'm going in with the Morphe G17 brush, which has no product, and I'm just blending that shadow out. Then I'm going in with Jax, and I'm using the Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm placing that towards the inner crease and just bringing it up towards the upper crease a tiny bit. And I'm just going to be blending that in windshield wiper motions. As you guys could see, I'm just bringing it in, and then I'm just going to go back and forth. Personally, for me, when I'm doing a brown smoky eye, I like my crease to have like a burnt orange red tone shadow. I just feel like it goes really well together with the brown smoky eye, and it's very fall appropriate, and I'm all in for those colors. I don't really like to mix like, you know, brown on browns. It's just my personal preference. Now we're going to go in with Central Park, and it's this really beautiful dark brown shadow, and I'm just going to pack that on with a Sigma eye shading brush, and it's the E55, and this brush is so amazing. It literally packs on that eyeshadow really nicely onto your lid. And as you guys can see right here, I'm just gonna be going and applying that just on my lid and just bringing it a little bit up towards my crease, not too much though. And then I'm gonna take my Sigma E40 blending brush, and it's clean, it does not have any product on it, and as you guys can see, I'm just gonna start to diffuse that line where I applied that eyeshadow. And all I'm doing is trying to make sure that that line is not visible, so I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and making sure that I diffuse that line really well. And trust me, you will not get this wrong. This is such an easy way to create a nice brown smoky eye. So I'm just going to keep on blending back and forth to make sure that that line is really diffused and it's not visible to see where I packed on that eyeshadow. And this is probably one of my favorite techniques to do because honestly, you cannot go wrong. Like, I promise you guys. This is such an easy way to create any like black smoky eye or a brown smoky eye, whatever eyeshadow you want to use to create a smoky eye. Trust me, this is super easy, and all you have to do is making sure that you blend that eyeshadow, and that's it. But just don't apply any more product onto your brush and you'll be fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply these Creative Soul lashes in the style Ambitious, and I'm going to take my Smashbox Photo Finish primer, which I love. You guys already know. It's my favorite. It's my ride or die product. I cannot live without it. And for my foundation, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, as you guys already know. That's also one of my staples. Then I'm going to use this Maybelline concealer, which I do like for a drugstore concealer, but I'm not too obsessed with it. Just because I find that when I blend it, it kind of like it sinks into the beauty blender and it takes some product away, which I don't really like. But for now, it'll do. Then I'm going to take my original Bare Minerals foundation, and this time I went really light on my foundation, and then I'm adding a little bit more coverage with the Bare Minerals foundation and buffing it into my skin. Then I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette and I'm going to contour my face. Now I'm just going to bronze my face with the Lorac Tantalizer, my broken Lorac Tantalizer. And then I'm taking MAC's Blunt Blush and I'm using that as a contour shade. And I just wanted to really deepen up my face and make it more bronzy, which I love. Then I'm going to take my JCat Beauty highlighter and I'm going to apply that with the Morphe M501. Now to make sure that my under eye looks really nice and hydrated, I like to take these MAC Pro shading powders and pack them under my eye. Now I'm going to take this Makeup Forever 5C lip liner and I'm just going to apply that onto my lips, and then I'm going to take this NYX Cosmo Metal lipstick and apply that over that lip liner. And then I'm just going to set everything in with this Mary Badescu facial spray. And this is the final look for this beautiful brown smoky eye. I really hope that you guys found it helpful and you all loved it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you soon. Bye, queens!